Boom. Good afternoon, everyone. This is a live stream, Amazon Seller AMA. Just got done ordering a bunch of items online. I'm glad I did because yesterday I didn't source any items. I was doing administrative work, so I didn't get to buy anything. And I like to buy something just about every single day. But we definitely put the orders in today. I'll be doing some more buying later this afternoon and evening. And we'll continue to stack up the inventory. Shout out to everybody tuning in. This is a live broadcast. We got 18 people in the house already. Let's go. Someone texted me, Bitcoin at 63K. Bitcoin booming out there. Let's go. Hawaiian Doll says she has a question. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm here to answer questions. That's why I'm online. Let me know what the questions are. Shout out to everybody in the Discord asking questions as well. The Discord's moving, guys. The Discord is... Make sure you join the Discord. The link's in my bio. It's a great place to be. And it's a community support group. You can chat and ask questions there. I'm not the only one in there. There's plenty of people in there. Nora, good afternoon. Shout out to everybody out there. What you guys think about the hat? Exclusive Miami stuff. I'm here in Dade County, 305 Miami, sunny blue skies. How do you get ungated? I have detailed instructions inside my Discord. You can jump in the Discord, but you just need an invoice from a retailer, a distributor, somewhere that's a legitimate source. Anywhere from Target or Kohl's, soccer.com. There's a bunch of places that provide invoices. You got to make sure you have 10 of the same brand that you're trying to get it, 10 units of the same brand that you're trying to get it ungated for. So if you're trying to get ungated for like Nike, you got to have 10 units of Nike on that invoice. And you got to make sure that the invoice has your name and address that matches your seller account. It has to have the same address. It can't have different addresses. What's up, B-Man? B-Man in the house. B-Man with the hammer. I haven't even seen you have to use the hammer out there. I think we scared him off for now. We had a bunch of spammers the other day in the box, so I threw B-Man the hammer and told him to knock him over the head if we see any OnlyFans spammers out there. What's up, CMFT? I see you. Yeah, so I'm taking my little afternoon walk to chop it up with you guys, answer any questions that you guys may need. Again, thank you, B-Man, for being so helpful. I appreciate you, man. B-Man definitely taking some time out of his day just to answer questions. And thank you so much, man. What type of products do we FBM and FBA? Maybe B-Man can answer that, but because I do mostly FBA, to be honest with you. I did some FBM. And for those that don't know what the difference is, FBA is fulfillment by Amazon, where Amazon takes care of the orders for you. You send them the product, and then they fill each individual order for you. And FBM is fulfillment by merchant, where you're actually sending the goods directly to the consumer, one by one, as they order. What's good about FBM is that you can get a product today, list it, and it could be sold by the end of the day. As opposed to FBA, where you have to prepare it and then send it to Amazon, and they need to process it, count it, make sure they stock it before it becomes available online to buy. So there's a little bit of a lag time there. But I do mostly FBA. I was talking to somebody about it right now earlier. They didn't really realize the business model. I have to get all the merchandise, they send it there, and they store the items for me. I have thousands of dollars worth of inventory. And I wouldn't have space at the crib for that. So I would have to get a warehouse or whatnot. So yeah, there's fees involved with FBA. But those are fees that it's costs I don't have to incur as far as warehousing and storage costs. Can you mention it? How do you get started? Yeah, I have instructions on how to get started, but detailed instruction there in the Discord. Guys, everything is in the Discord. And the Discord is a free community. You can jump in there. I don't know how long it's going to be free or how long there's going to be no barrier to entry. But for now, I'm feeling like a nice guy. But maybe, I'm going to have to hide in security after we got attacked by bots. But anyhow, there's detailed instructions in there. But to summarize for you, you need to get an Amazon seller account. You got to sign that up, and you have to have, all your information signed up there. And then you got to start sourcing products. You got to get software tools. The software tools that we use, the analytical tools there, are listed, called Seller Amp and Keepa. Everything's linked there in the Discord. You got to get approved to sell for the major brands. I got the instructions, the ungating instructions to get ungated for the major brands. But guys, don't let that stop you, because there's plenty of brands that you don't need to get approved and ungated for that you can start selling. The smaller brands, of course, and We have lists floating around in there. And you can also start with CDs, DVDs, and books. That's like the easiest way just to get the ball rolling and just get some sales history and be able to loop some money around. You know, I'm sure you guys got some books in your house, some CDs. You can sell them used. You can fulfill those orders yourself, and you can get a sale really, really quickly like that, potentially. What about the return address? Well, you're going to have to put your address. It's the same way you would do on eBay. I believe you can use a P.O. box for returns, but to actually set up your business name on Amazon, you're going to need a physical address. You do not need an LLC to start selling on Amazon. This is a question I get like every single day. And people, they spend their time worrying about all this administrative things and setting up the LLC and getting all the paperwork, and you don't need all that. I sold for over a year without an LLC. And after selling for a year, I decided to, incorporate and get some of the tax benefits. But getting an LLC comes with more responsibilities. Now you got to file more paperwork. Flips for Miles says, "What's up? I see you, Miles. Seller Amp. Yeah, that's the tool we use to scan. It has a calculator built in that'll let you know your max cost for your target ROI. It's really easy to use. I use it every single day. It's a must-have. These are must-have tools that you need if you're serious about selling. What is the default shipping cost for customers on Amazon? That's also included in Seller Amp. You can enter that data as far as the weight or whatnot, and it'll take account the seller fees and the shipping costs for you. There's a discounted shipping cost when you buy shipping on Amazon. When you buy UPS shipping through Amazon, they have a special deal. But, it could be as low as 40, 50 cents a pound. It could be $1 a pound, depending. But you can see that in the settings. How to scan the QR code online like you would in the store. Sometimes online, you're not going to have a QR code. So you're going to have to do a search. But what's good is that SellerAmp has an extension on your Chrome browser where it already reads what you're looking at on the page. So if you're on let's say you're on a website on Target or on Champ Sports or whatever retailer that you're on, and you're looking at, let's say, a Nike hoodie on champsports.com, if you click the SellerAmp extension, it's going to already know what you're looking at, and it's going to search Amazon for you, and it's going to show you similar listings, and you can click and compare. And you can compare the products. So not all the time are you going to be able to get the UPC barcode online. In some cases, if you look in the details, they'll show you the actual UPC barcode, but you're going to have to copy and paste it. Did you hop on those Kohl's deals this past weekend? It's selling like crazy. I heard, actually, I'm going to be honest, I haven't snagged up any Kohl's deals. I've heard that they've been even better in store, that they're having some maniac clearances out there. And I have one that's not too far away from the crib, so I may go check it out, to be honest. I was looking at some items on Kohl's, but I never ended up making some purchases. I've been looking at some obscure categories lately, honestly. What I sell mostly is apparel, but I'm trying to expand some of the categories that I'm focusing on. How do you pick your shipping cost for FBM? I know you have to put it with the listing. On SellerAmp, it'll give you an estimate based on what the weight of the item is. Sometimes it already has kind of an estimate of the weight right there. Keisha Stewart says, "Can I book a call? Because I think I'm finished setting up my account. I just need to add my product." Yeah. Like I responded to you in the DMs, and if you already had a product that you're trying to list, I can definitely help you. I can show you what is a good product to look at as far as, what you're looking for, the criteria on the Keepa charts and the SellerAmp. Those are the two tools that you need to have to make sure that there's verifiable data before you actually invest in a product and test something out. So that's the most key thing. So maybe people don't understand that's what you got to learn. Keepa, SellerAmp, those two tools, you got to learn how to use them correctly. And I'm still learning myself. I'm going to be honest with you, but I feel confident enough after a year plus that I can help you guys. But yeah, Keisha, if you already have a product and you want to list, I mean, it's real easy. You just get the ASIN number, copy and paste it into add product, and you just list your price. And you just click whether you're going to fulfill the order yourself or if you're going to send it to Amazon. And then if you are going to send it to Amazon, there's extra steps that'll explain to you how to prepare. But, I can walk you through it. It's cool. I love RA just because I get the product in hand the same day. But OA, you can scale up and get some better deals. I don't know. Sometimes it seems like you get better deals RA, but you don't get as many units. I've gotten some banger deals RA. I feel that, they're specific to the store. So, you don't have as much competition of buyers. Online, if there's a deal, damn near the whole world has access to it. Keisha said, okay, I'm still going to book a call. Yeah, no problem. Guys, if you don't know what she's referring to, I just send a link. I put that my calendar up, and I have a few days, I think tomorrow and next week I have a few slots available. If you want to just talk to me one-on-one, you want me to hold your hand and go through it with you, you could book a 30-minute call with me, and I'm here to help. And, I make myself available because a lot of people have asked. And I say, oh, could I talk to you? I'll pay you for your time. So you can go ahead and book a call right there on the calendar. We could do a Zoom, or I can FaceTime you, or, however you're comfortable with. And we can talk I do 30-minute calls. And I can just walk you through it. And, sometimes you just have a few questions that you want to ask personally, and that's cool. I'm here to help. Also, there's a link to a whole course in my Discord, and that's taught by Miles and his partners, the people that I learned from. They're 7-figure sellers, and they have a whole full-fledged course that's 20 plus hours of content, and it breaks down everything. It's basically like getting your degree in Amazon reselling. And that course is $600. It's well worth it. I'll be honest with you. It's well worth it. Like I said, the majority of 90+% of everything I learned was from these gentlemen. And I'm actually in a mastermind group with them. And we do calls several times a week, and we go into it. What's up, Nick? Yes, please. I'm about to log off now. I'll wait a couple minutes after you get off the live. Yeah, if you just go into the calendar, you could just book a time slot. I think there's still some available for tomorrow, and then there's some next week. I haven't really talked about it yet. I mean, I just literally put it up, so there should be some slots available. But yeah, so, there's that course is available if you want to fast track yourself. And if not, we have the Discord, and we also have, there's plenty of videos, and Miles does a million videos out there. And you can learn on your own. It's you don't necessarily have to book a call or buy a course or anything. But if you want to fast track yourself and you want to do it faster, and sometimes it's good to pay for education. But the information's out there, absolutely. The Hawaiian doll, how much have you made? Oh, I posted some sales. I mean, I'm over 11,000 in sales this month. So I've been sharing some of the sales history. And that's nothing compared to some of the guys I see. Like I said, people I learned from, they're doing 7-figure plus a year. I've seen people in the group that do, 6 figures. I've seen people grow. So there's definitely a potential here. And, for those thinking that Amazon's saturated, I really doubt it, man. That, it's the largest marketplace in the world, and I've continued to grow. I've almost doubled up my sales, or more than doubled up my sales this month. Last month I did, I think it was like about 6,000 last month, and I'm over 11K this month. Now that's not all profit, obviously, but that's the sales. My goal is to hit 50K sometime this summer. I want to do 50K a month this summer. I think it's possible. I just got to source more inventory and stay on top of the ball. But before you start making goals for yourself and thinking of what you can make, the most important thing is to learn. Like I said, guys, I've been selling for over a year myself, and it's only till the past few months that I really dedicated my full time into this because I see the potential. And now's when I really setting goals for myself to scale. At first, I started selling books, CDs, and DVDs. I would find them on the street, list them, and most of the books I would find were for free. DeBanti says, thank you for what you do. I appreciate it. Thank you for tapping in. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's most important, guys. Before you start setting all these conditions and expectations, it's important just to learn the craft. How much did I start off with? I would say about 1,000, 2,000. And as I gained my confidence, I started buying more inventory. But you can start with less. The fixed costs involved are going to be $40 for the Amazon seller account if you're going to do fulfillment by Amazon, which, I think is worth it. So that's $40 right there. Seller Amp is $20. Keep us $20. So it's about $80 per month with a fixed cost that you're going to have to incur, or that you should incur. Not have to. You don't have to do anything, but that you should if you want to get this business up and running. And that's pretty minimal if you consider the cost to start up a business. And then, of course, you need money for inventory. But you can start sourcing inventory. A lot of the inventory you may get is for free if you do with book CDs and DVDs. $40 monthly. Yeah, that's for the seller, the Amazon seller account. The FBA, which is the fulfillment by Amazon. And that's the service where you send them the goods. They store it in their warehouse, and then they bag and tag each individual order for you, one by one, as they sell. So that's basically the business model I run. But then there's FBM, fulfillment by merchant, and you can loop your money around faster if you just fulfill the order yourself. B-Man was just in the chat, and he explained that's what he likes about FBM. You can source a product today, list it, and it could sell by tonight. It could be available for sale like tonight, so you could sell it the same day. That's not the case with FBA, because with FBA, you got to prepare the item, polybag it, throw the FNSKU label, the little barcode on it, and then you got to send it out to the Amazon warehouse. They need to receive it. They need to scan it, check it in, and then they make it available for sale. So it could take a week, it could take 2 weeks, depending on the traffic and what prep center you're sending it to, etc. CMFT likes FBM. I started with FBM too. I started selling the books on my own. So like I said, you can get the ball rolling fast if you start listing CDs, DVDs, and books. They could be used. You could sell some maybe the same day. You could just bag and tag those orders and send them out immediately yourself. And that's a fast way to get the ball rolling. And guys, you don't have to do one or the other exclusively. You could do a hybrid. You could do some FBA, some FBM. I know that's how B-Man does it. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm considering doing some more FBM myself just to loop the money around faster sometimes. Like I went to Marshall's the other day and I got some items. I scanned them. I could have just probably sold them the same day, I could have sold them probably the same day. I know B-Man, he does that all the time. He's like, I picked something today and I already sold most of them. Can it be single items, or you need multiple of the same items? Yeah, it could be single items. You don't need multiples. You can buy 1-2 units. I like usually trying to buy more than one. That way you have more of an idea as to, what the velocity is. Because if you buy one and then it sells, you don't know, like, it's less of a sample size, You want a bigger sample size so that you can get a greater idea as to what the stats are on it. Is there a tip on the Discord on shipping templates? No, I haven't been able to do that, to be honest with you. I don't have that. But you can search it. There's plenty of this information online. You can search for it. I haven't really focused on shipping templates because, like I said, I do most of my stuff FBA, so they handle all the shipping and stuff. But that's definitely a good thing to keep in mind. Guys, to give you a little bit of background as to what's going on with me and my history, most people know me as Teb95. I'm a record producer, and I've been doing beats and recording music. I run a label for 10 plus years. I started in Brooklyn, New York City, and I work with some of the city's best boom bap artists, and most people know me as that. You can check me out on Spotify or whatnot, Teb95. And about a year plus ago, I started supplementing my income with doing this Amazon resale stuff, because when you work in the arts, there's highs and there's lows. So I always find a way to supplement my income. It's only recently, at the end of January, that I decided to share my journey and post some reels. And man, when I tell you it blew up, I never would have thought it would have blown up like that, man. I shared a couple reels of me preparing items, and there's one that went over 100K views. The other one has like 60,000, and another one 40,000. I got people calling me from high school that I've never even talked to in years, saying, "Oh, is this real?" And the amount of response that I've gotten is crazy. So I just decided to lean into it. This is something I'm doing anyway. And I never shared it before because I just didn't have a reason to. I'm not really promoting my products. Like, I'm buying products that have verifiable sales history, and there's no really reason to promote the products. Like, they're going to sell themselves. I wouldn't even buy a product unless I see the data that shows that it's already selling and it has a consistent monthly sales, a low sales rank, etc. Do you have a list of equipment? Absolutely. Yeah, there's a supplies list inside the Discord. The thermal printer that I use, some other options, the one that B-Man uses, that's probably more of a bargain, the one that Albert uses, the labels I use, the poly bag, the mailers. So most of the supplies are just linked right there. I get them most on Amazon. But you can get labels on UPS for free if you open up a business account. They'll send you them for free. It takes a little longer. You're going to have to talk to a rep, and they're going to have to send them out. And I have an account. I just never went through the process. I just bought the labels. The labels are like $10-15. What printer do you use? What do you get your bags and FS? Can you labels? Yeah, just answer that. So I use a Rolo printer, and there's other printers that are listed there on the Discord. If you just go to supplies on Discord, everything's already linked there in the Discord. Most of the basic questions that you guys are answering, I get a lot of the same questions, and it's understandable. I mean, some guys are just tapping in and some guys are just learning, so everybody's at a different pace on their journey and just getting this information. So I already have most of the data there for you. So getting started, software tools, the cashback apps that we use. If you're not using a cashback app, you need to use a cashback app, even in your everyday life. Like when you buy lunch when you're at work or when you go to the store, if you're not using a cashback app, you're leaving money on the table. The cashback apps are there linked. Software tools, getting started, the instructions on how to get ungated. And then we have learning tools as well. So if you want to pay for education, we have the whole course linked. The FBA roadmap course, that one's $600, and it's not taught by me, it's taught by Miles and his partner, and they have 3+ years in the game, and they're selling 7-figure plus. So they're the pros when it comes to this. So I learned most of the stuff from them. And then I have also an offer for one-on-one calls with me that I just put up either last night or today. And you can book a call with me for 30 minutes. And, it's just if you just want to talk to someone one-on-one real quick, I'm there to help. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon.
Yeah. But yeah, everything's there. The Discord's open, and it's a free community. And again, I don't know how long it's going to be free or without a barrier to entry. Right now, you don't even need to put your email or anything like that. So, maybe I have to do that at some point because we did get spammed up with a bunch of bots, and then we got a couple people with the negative talk. Yesterday, I had to ban someone like, "Oh, here goes someone else selling their course," and I was going to go back and forth with them, but I don't got time for negativity. I'm not selling a course. I'm linking a course that I recommend, and I'm making my time available. But before I ask you guys to pay me anything, I want to provide a community of service. I want to give before I receive. Pause. And that's how we're going to do it. I want to create a community of accomplished sellers. And I know that that's not going to be achieved with just running ads and asking you guys to pay me, and trying to sell all the time. You got to actually provide value. You got to hook people up. You got to build trust in your community. And of course, then I'll have some offers where I can make some revenue as well for myself, but not before, I have the resources out there and the service providing for you guys. Yeah, hit me up with the questions, guys. I'm taking my afternoon walk. I spent the morning sourcing. I spent about $500 on items this morning on an obscure category that I'm kind of leaning into. Probably I'll talk about it more in later streams. Let's see if it works. But what I sell most on is apparel, and that's Nike and Adidas. I got ungated for Nike using the East Bay invoice over a year ago. East Bay's out of business, so you're not going to be able to use that. East Bay, I think Foot Locker bought them. And Foot Locker and Champ Sports are the same. They're owned by the same entity. So you may want to check out Champ Sports for an invoice. I think they may provide it. Adidas is another one I sell a lot of. I like Nike better than Adidas, not only because I prefer it, me personally, to wear, but because Amazon is not on the listing on the majority on Nike products. They don't sell Nike. Amazon doesn't sell Nike. And what I mean by Amazon selling Nike is that when you're buying something off Amazon, most people don't know this, but when you buy something off Amazon, half of that, the inventory that Amazon sells, is owned by third parties. Half of the inventory that they sell, is probably more than half, but definitely at least half of the inventory that they're selling is owned by a third party, and they're just fulfilling the order for you. So Amazon, that's their hustle. They're like a Uber. Uber doesn't own any cars. The cars are owned by the people, and that's who's doing this. So that's the business model with Amazon. But in some cases, Amazon actually sells. They own the inventory. And some of the Adidas listings, they're actually selling. So it's important to look at those listings with the software tools to make sure Amazon is not controlling the buy box. And that means that the majority of the buy box, the inventory being sold on that listing, I like to stay under 80%. So if I see that Amazon controls 80+% of the buy box, that's a red flag to me. I stay off that listing, even if I can get it at a good price. I don't want to compete with Amazon. But if Amazon's sharing the buy box on a particular listing and they have like half the buy box wins, but then there's other sellers that are also getting the wins, that's a green light for me. So I'll go in on that. You can find this out by using the Keepa tool, by clicking data and then clicking buy box statistics, and it'll give you all the percentages right there. Kohl's gives invoices. This is like the fourth question of Kohl's that I've had today. I ordered from Kohl's last month, and I remember getting an invoice inside the box. It came on a sticker, and it had my name and address, and had all the items that I ordered. But some people said they haven't gotten that. I haven't ordered from them this month, so it may have changed. I don't know. And some people said they've had problems with Kohl's. But I've ordered, the last order I got from Kohl's was in January. And I didn't get a problem. Listen, guys, with the ungating process, I truly believe it's a random thing with a bot, because I have 100% batting average in getting ungated with products. Now, granted, I have had a seller account for a lot longer than most of you guys. So, they may be biased to me because I have a performance history. But listen to this. There was someone in the Discord this week that said, hey, guys, I just opened up my seller account and I submitted my Nike invoice. I got an invoice for Nike, and I got ungated. And I haven't made any sales yet. And this person's been active in the Discord, so I'm pretty sure that they're not like lying. There's no reason to lie. So it's kind of random. Some people have attempted 10 plus times and they haven't gotten approved. And then there's people that attempt just a few times or even one time and then they get approved. And this is with the same information. B-Man says, I've used Kohl's email confirmation to get ungated at toy brands. So there you go. I did that with Puma. I didn't get an invoice with Puma. I tried to hit them up on customer service and they were taking a long time to respond. So I went to the order confirmation on the website, on my account. I right-clicked and I saved to PDF. Luckily, it had their web address, it had my home address, and it had the items. I sent that in and I got approved. But other people have reported that they've done the same thing and they've saved to PDF with order confirmation. It doesn't work. So the best thing I could tell you guys is to stay consistent and keep trying. Peace, Steve. I see you, man. Does Lego give invoices? Absolutely. Lego.com gives invoices. This is 1,000. We were sharing some sauce in the Discord. Was it today or yesterday? But I didn't know what B-Man said. I'm going to share this anyway, B-Man, because I did the double ungate. I bought some Mickey Mouse keychains from Lego.com, and I used that same invoice to submit for ungating to Lego and to Disney. So, I used the same invoice on two different applications. So you got, in that one order, I was able to get ungated. But then B-Man's like, oh, let me give you some extra sauce. And he said, you can use it also for Star Wars. So if you bought a Star Wars keychain from Lego.com, You can use that for Lego. You can use that for Disney, and you can use it for Star Wars, apparently, because Disney owns Star Wars. So that's an extra sauce. That one I didn't know. I haven't really sold any Star Wars products, but I can assume that they move. Because one thing I'll tell you guys, the Legos move fast. Legos booming. I mean, they're one of the fastest moving items. Now, I think they're a little harder to source. They seem like they sell out quickly if there's a good deal. So just keep your eyes open for Lego. But yeah, Lego.com provides the invoices so that you can get ungated. And if you're smart, I guess get a Star Wars keychain and you can use that invoice to get ungated in 3 different brands. Of course, you're going to have to create 3 different requests for approvals for Disney, Star Wars, and Lego. But that's a 3-in-1 right there, or potentially. Yeah, Legos are on fire. Yeah, they are. Not only in the holidays too. Obviously, the holidays, for gifts, they're booming. But just it seems like all any time of the year they're booming. Sometimes Target runs deals on Legos, but then they have max that you can get. Sometimes it's like maxed out at 5 or maxed out at 3. But yeah, keep your eyes on the Legos, guys. There's definitely, they move fast. That's what I've noticed. They seem to move faster than Nike sometimes, or most of the time, really. But finding a good deal takes some time, That's really the majority of the time that you're going to spend if you're interested in this business. It's really sourcing, looking for the deals, making sure that the numbers are right. You may think that you found a good deal, but then that product may be a high sales rank and it doesn't really move as much, or Amazon's on the listing, or there's only 1 or 2 sellers and it could be private label. So there's a lot of things that you got to look out for. And these are things that we can go over by you asking questions in the Discord, or you could book a one-on-one call with me, or just take the whole damn course, honestly. I think that's really what's probably the smartest things to do. But the information's out there. You just got to learn through repetition. Now, how fast you want to learn and what route you take, that's up to you. But sometimes paying for education, putting a little stake down on the game, it's going to help you get committed. And, it's going to raise the stake for you. And maybe you move more. Some people, they can work out on their own, but when they hire a personal trainer and they're paying them, now they got a reason to show up, Cole sells Legos too. Yeah, they do. They sell Legos too. Walmart sells Legos. Sometimes I picked them up at Walmart before. Guys, all these live streams, they are being archived on YouTube. I just opened up a YouTube channel. Like I said, guys, this has gone really fast. I've only been doing this type of content for about a month. And, I just want to take advantage of the momentum, because I feel like I could put myself in a position to win and help others win too. Because, of course, there's something in it for me. I got links and stuff in the Discord, and, I got to kick back if you use some of the links or whatnot. But I'll be honest with you, I don't see that many Discords that you could just slide up into for free. I know B-Man was talking about a Discord the other day. They charge $50 a month. So, the information costs. And someone else was asking, like, hey, if I join the Discord, am I going to get some leads? And guys, we're not just giving out leads here. We're going to teach you how to fish. We're going to answer your questions, give you some tips and pointers. But ultimately, if you want hard leads and you want someone to source with, you're going to have to pay for that, man. That's... People are just not giving out their sources. And you don't have to give them out either. I just told someone the other day, I think it was today or yesterday, it's like, if I send you a picture of something, could you let me know if it's a good buy or not? And I'm like, yeah, just send a picture of the graph, of the charts, and we can give you our opinion. There's no need to reveal your source. Just let me know what the cost you're getting at, but you don't have to tell me, like, what your source is. If you want to, that's up to you. But, like, as far as the source, that's proprietary, and it's not proprietary, but that's what's more valuable. And the Discord's got the salsa too. Yeah, it does, man. It's been popping, man. We got about 300 members in there, and I want to grow it. I want thousands in there. And we'll get there. We'll get there as we all grow. And I'm really excited to see everybody's progression, because I know a lot of people are starting. A lot of people are just getting ungated, starting up their accounts. So let's see where they're at next month. Let's see where your sales are. I want to see you people grow. I want to have success stories. Like, I started the group and here are my sales. I want to see people growing. And that's why I'm posting some of my sales too. So you can see me grow as well, because I've had success, but there's other people who've had more success. So there's always room to grow and do more. There goes that FedEx truck. Maybe he's got some inventory for me. All right, guys, I'm going to end it here. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you join the Discord. Check out all the links. Hit me on the DM. It's always open. I appreciate you guys. Peace.